What's going on, everybody? What's going on? And welcome to Champaign Confessions. It's time, ladies. Y'all ready?
Oh, we ready?
Yes, we
Hey.
are.
Yes. I'm so excited. New hosting. Just been on a hiatus for a while, you guys. I know y'all been missing me on this channel, but I brought some additional ladies with me this time around. Let's get to it and introduce everybody. What's going on, everybody that's in the chat? You definitely make sure you guys leave some comments. Let me know you're here. I want to know where you're watching it from. I appreciate everybody that's here today. But let's start from the top. Who do I have on the left?
Me. It's me, Miss Kai.
Miss Kai.
Hey, everyone.
Right next to Miss Kai, who do we have?
It's me. It's Kiki. Y'all see it.
Miss Kiki. Okay then, honey. Did you bring your glass?
Oh, I got it, baby.
Champagne Confessions, baby. Right in.
I'm gonna sip to that.
Sip to it, honey.
Make sure it's chilled.
Oh yeah, it's cold.
So y'all grab y'all bottles, your cups, sit back, relax. It's time to get right into this episode, baby. And share this out, please, so everybody can know we are here. We are live. We are doing it. But like I said, welcome to Champagne Confessions. In case you don't know who we are a group of ladies. We're missing one extra host, but you're gonna get to meet her, Miss Mo. But we're here to empower people, inspire, make you a better person just from watching us, So you're gonna get a lot of motivation, quotes, things you can take away from these shows. So, I appreciate everybody that's tuning in right about now, but let's get right into the show. We got a hot topic, ladies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hot topic.
Let's go put this one on up. And this one hurt my heart, just to see this player. Basically just one thing I can say, if a lot of people just don't know, if you don't watch football, this player, he's a Buffalo Bills player. Damar Hamlin released from the hospital, and he will be continuing his rehab at home. And basically, for those that don't watch sports, he was in a game, and he actually it was a clean hit. It was, it wasn't nothing that was intentional.
Yeah.
But the thing about sports, especially football, how physical it is, and they know what they're signing up for. Right? But unfortunately, that hit where he was standing there, he actually fell back. And what they're saying is he went into a cardiac arrest. And actually, he was, they had to revive him twice on the field and then on the way to the hospital.
Oh, I didn't even know on the way to the hospital.
Yeah,
wow.
His uncle or somebody stated. And let me get Miss Kai to kind of give us some updates about what was happening with them.
So according to, this is on ESPN, and the source is, I think it's Elena Gansberg. So she reports Hamlin is now back at his home in Buffalo with his family. He went through a series of comprehensive medical evaluations, as well as a series of cardiac, neurological, and vascular testing on Tuesday. Dr. Jamie Natler, critical care physician and chief quality officer at, I think that's pronounced Kaleida Health, which runs Buffalo General and the care team lead for Hamlin, said in a statement, "We have completed a series of tests and evaluations in consultation with the team physicians. We are confident that Damar can be safely discharged to continue his rehabilitation at home and with the Bills." Bills coach Sean McDermott, is that how you pronounce his name? McDermott said that they will leave it up to Hamlin when he would like to return to the team facility. So they stated his health is first and foremost on his mind as far as the situation. Damar said, so basically, they're putting his health first. They're not trying to rush him. Anybody in their right mind. I mean, he went into cardiac arrest. We all saw that was scary, for all of us. So, I actually cried. I got really, like, it shook me because anytime, watching that, anytime I see an injury, just somebody hurting their knee and seeing them rock and be in pain, that hurts me. You know what I mean? I don't want to see anybody get hurt. It's not just for my team, it's for, so that was scary.
Any injury to me, especially as bad as it was, because we didn't know he was going to be alive.
Right.
We didn't know if he was going to make it.
And I just kept imagining him, you're one moment you're with your team, you're making plays on the field, and all of a sudden,
drastic change.
Right. Here we are now, and you don't know that. You just never know. And I got caught up in that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. What you think about that, Miss Key?
For me, like Kai, I was sad because first thing I thought was could have been my child. And knowing I didn't know whether his family was there or not. I don't know if they go to every game he has, but just think about it. You cannot run out there on the field. So just think you cannot get to your child in that moment. When they're going through that. So that's what I thought of for and foremost. Like that could be my child. Something can happen to my child.
And
if I'm not able to get to mine, then like how would that, affect me?
Because I think his mother was there.
Oh, so okay. That's why I said I don't know how many games they made, but just that's a lot.
She was there. And that's scary.
Right.
When you have sons, that made me think about my sons. Of course, they play sports and they're athletes, and it's like, oh my God, like I can't imagine that being my son. Like,
absolutely,
that's scary.
And and it's kind of pieces. This is the reason why I wanted to get into this topic, because it pieced into what we're going to be talking about today. Because you don't know when your time is coming, so you got to live your life to the fullest. So the fact that at first he had like a toy fundraiser that he was only like maybe $3,000 or something, very little. Now he made millions, and I've been hearing that people are critiquing what he's doing because he actually opened up another fundraiser to support the hospital that saved his life.
And I think that's important because if they weren't there, then how? I mean, if the people on the field and get you where you need to go, I honestly think, even though, sorry to say, he did, they had to bring him back twice on the field. But through social media, someone actually said that, if he wasn't an NFL player, if the medics went on the field, he wouldn't have made it. It wouldn't have been that much effort, and So that's only right that he gives back to the people. That, I mean,
because it was like they was the fact that now he's using the situation to. For one thing, this is not for him. He's donating it for a cause. So since everybody is being so generous, why not take this? Because I was begging for you to, support my, toy fund.
Right.
Now I got plenty of income. I'm giving it back. So one thing I can say about things is don't ever count somebody else's pockets. Mind you, that's just how I feel about it. So we can go ahead and get into a little bit of the next one, because it just leads into just. Our topic today is new year, new me, baby.
New me.
Yep. And I want to start it off with the motivational boost, I call it.
Okay.
So it's just a quote, something you can live by, and we'll do this at the start of the show so y'all can take something from this episode. You're not just hearing us gossip and chit chat and have a good time.
Right.
Something meaningful from here. So I wanted to put up this this quote here, and it's about, here we go. Here. So let me take this thing off. So you need to associate with people that inspire you, people that challenge you to rise higher, people that make you better. Don't waste your valuable time with people that are not adding to your growth. Your destiny is too important, by Joel Osteen. And anybody listen to him, I love Joel.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I love listening to them.
That's positive, but that right there is kind of, we can kind of get into that just a little bit. What y'all think about Miss Kai? What you think about that?
I mean, that's what I stand for right here. This quote right here, because you know, both of you know, I've shared with both of you, you know, the struggles. Kiki, you know a little bit more. You know, we've known each other since the age of 12. And it's like the struggles that I went through, and, you know, up until recently, you know, right when the pandemic hit is when I had to start facing some things that I didn't want to face, things I didn't want to acknowledge, even acknowledge, and, you know, the types of people I was associating with and what I had become. And when I started to reflect on that, I was like, oh my God, I became a person that I don't even like. You know what I mean? I don't even like that type of person. And I had become that only because I had got tired of people. You know, you get tired of people using you, abusing you, and you feel like, you know what, my wall is up. Now it's up. You know what I mean? It's up. And it was because of the people I was associating myself with. I had become like a mean girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it got me nowhere. And I had to realize, like, look, you know, you need to change some things.
And I'm glad that you recognize that. You know, it sometimes we know it. People tell you all the time, but it's a bigger person to recognize, you know what? Something ain't right.
Right.
I'm not myself. Like when you look in the mirror and you don't recognize who you are,
right,
not yourself. Miss Kielyn, what you got to say on that? What you thought about that quote?
For me, it's the people being associated with. So that's why my circle is small.
Yeah.
Very, very, very small. Because when you're around negative people, and I feed on energy. So it's like negative energy I cannot do. And then when you have a vision, you can't tell everybody your vision, because for one, they don't believe in it because they don't see it from themselves, which is fine because it's mine, right?
Right.
And me personally, just being around people, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, family, you know, going to family gatherings and they looking at you like you're crazy because you distance yourself because you realize being around them so long, this ain't it. Like your mindset has grown, and I'm outside of what we doing. I can drink and eat and all that by myself. How are we growing together? How are we gonna help each other? What connections you have or that I have that we can help each other, right? So when you realize that, okay, this ain't it, you have to disassociate yourself from people, and it is what it is.
You know, and my thing about that, everybody is big about family,
right?
Right.
The family is toxic.
They are,
and you know what? Speaking of family, you know, they a lot of times make you feel like, because you're a family, that this family, you supposed to, you gonna leave us. No, first of all, I'm sorry, family for me is, you know, people that support you, you know, that uplift you, that motivate you. We just share the same type of blood. You know what I mean?
And that's it.
Family. Anybody can be my family. The blood is a little mutual. That's all.
And that's it. And they think you obligated.
That just means you related. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
We're related.
You can have family, but family can be your friend.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So,
yeah. So, I mean, because you hit on something about the family situation, because it's like, that's something I'm dealing with. You know, I'm estranged from my family. And we're just, everybody got their cliques and who they like and who they don't like. And you don't fuck, you know, excuse me, my language, but you don't mess with her and you don't mess with him. And well, I heard, you know, and they keep secrets and things like that, and it's terrible. And
It is.
And it can be where it's your own mother, it's your own siblings that are, you know, they get the drugs and things like that, and they treat you a certain way, especially if like you're doing something for yourself. They want to see you down. They like, you ain't going nowhere. You're not doing anything. This, that, and the other.
Right.
Your sometimes your family can be your worst enemy.
And they can. And I'm at a point where I say, I don't give a damn. Say what you want to say. But one thing about me, baby, you ain't gonna say I ever quit on myself, because you're gonna see it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what they say, birds of a feather
flock together. Misery loves company.
And that
misery loves
company is very strong, because it can be the wrong toxic people to stick together. So why is always drama and things like that? And I'm sick of this. Always like, it's the company that you keep, though.
Right.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. And then, like I think the three of us had talked about too, you know, previously on even the people, you know, your circle, your friends, your tribe, like you should be able to, along with encouragement and motivation, you should be able to be honest with one another. You know what I mean?
With no judgment.
Right.
Absolutely. And for those that are in the chat, you know, if you're watching, let us know you're here. I know this is the first time for you. I didn't expect a whole lot of people.
Right.
Here, show some love, hearts. Hey, let me know where you're from, where you watching from, you know. And if you're liking this concept, we love critique, we love topics, we love suggestions. We're all for it. It's all about you, the fans. But I want to get into the main topic, the new year, new me. You know, you got a new walk of life. You was able to. A lot of people didn't make it to 2023.
Right.
So be grateful for being alive. So now you got a new walk of life. You got to live right. So I want to get into some key points. You know, Miss Kiki, she gave us some, you know, key points that we summarized down that I just thought that is so important understanding about just how you can make your life better. You know, and it starts off here. We're going to talk about just a little bit, something that we all need to do. Y'all know how y'all have to spring clean.
Yeah.
You need to start it at the beginning of the year. You know, start everything, cut people off.
Right.
You know, just start
and set boundaries. Setting boundaries.
So,
you know,
the first topic key points we found for New Year, New Me. You know, how can you even make that something, you know, motivational for you? You have to cleanse your environment and also practice gratitude. You know, because listen, just look at this. You know, this is how most people live. You know, they got a lot of things going on. I got this project. I got this project. I got everything going on. But people don't realize when your environment, where you do your work, if it's not clean, if it's not neat, if you're not putting yourself in a peaceful mode when it comes to gathering your thoughts and being creative, what can you do in that? What can you do in that?
It's frustrating. That's you know, that causes clutter in your brain, in your head. You know, just looking at that, it's like I can't think like that. I can't operate like that.
But if you straighten up your room, you know, put some pretty, you know, pictures and little decor on your desk and make you like things as inspirational. Get your notepad that has affirmations in it, or
get you a candle, something. Get you a vibe, honey.
Make your environment warm. You want a warm, inviting space. You know, it ain't got to be all special, but
and bright.
And
make it bright.
The more neater that it is, the better you feel. Because don't y'all know when y'all clean up your house how good it just You walk in your house like it smells good. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
goodness. Kick back, it makes you feel a lot better, especially when you got a lot of stress going on and you come home to a cluttered house.
Right.
Right.
And then just add on, because now it's more that I have to do. Now I got to clean the house on top of everything else I have to do. And that plays on your mental.
Comments, Nyght Ryder. What's going on, Nyght Ryder? And
Nyght Ryder.
I wanted your video to be our intro. I couldn't get it to load up, so it's gonna be for the next episode. We're gonna get that right. But appreciate you for.
I love that video.
Oh yeah,
thank you,
Nyght Ryder. If you are wanting to get in here and get you some beats done, that is the DJ, the producer of the. Actually, I need to get his link. I'll give it to the end. Y'all can vote for him. He actually is going to be. He's in nomination for best producer of the year.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So and he said studio space is like that too.
Yeah.
You can't be creative in a junkie. Everybody all over the place, cigarette ashes everywhere, beer bottles.
Right.
Everybody just kicking back and we having a party.
And nothing's gonna get done that needs to be done.
You spilling things in your sound system and everything.
Right.
Because let me tell you something. If I walk in your space and I see that, I'm standing up and I'm looking, I'm be like,
hell, I might not even continue walking. I might just turn around.
If you're cluttered,
I'm just being honest. Clean it up.
Not a DJ, you know what I mean, Nyght Ryder. That's why I gave you a shout out. See, already. But seriously, people, if you're in this chat, invite your friends to YouTube.
Yes.
We're on Facebook. We're also on Twitter. Look at the banner at the bottom if you want to follow us at Champaign Confessions, My Mental Space, and Beutifully Fit. We're going to be talking about this so y'all can be able to find them at the end. But I appreciate y'all tuning in today.
Thank you.
But just like we said, just clean your house and then humbling yourself and showing, having gratitude. Be thankful for being alive. Be thankful for the lessons that you learned. It could have been a rough year.
Yeah.
You moved on from it. You dropped people. You just said, you know what? Okay. I was hell on wheels. I was not in my mental space. I made everybody mad. I pushed everybody away. People are not happy, not talking to me ever. This, that, the other. You finally realizing, okay,
it was me.
It was me.
It was me. But you got to be honest. You have that. That's the first thing of recognizing and owning it. You know what I mean? So you can move forward to, just getting into a better space of being, just start to heal from that and grow and elevate.
Renewing your mindset.
Right. But you have to be honest with yourself. And like you mentioned, Maggie, when you said coming into the new year, it's applying the lessons that you learned. We're talking about, things that we've gone through. Take the lessons out of that, apply it into the new year. Life is a journey. It's never ending. It's never ending. It's not the finish line. I feel like we're racing to the finish line instead of enjoying the journey,
enjoying the process. On the journey.
And we're always growing. We're always learning. So just each year we go through things, and then next year we're supposed to say, you know what? 2022 gave me these tools to help me in 2023, and so on and so on.
That's that just being grateful for what you have. It might not be much. Your friends might not be, where they want to be. It's a little bit of things they do for you. You're graceful, you're gracious for that, because it's like, you know what? I couldn't have anybody. I could have been out there, not because it's people like right now in Georgia. I'm just hearing they're cleaning up homeless tents and things like that. And these are people that was one paycheck away from eviction, living out there homeless. This inflation is going on. It's people can't afford anything anymore.
Can't afford to live.
A case of eggs has went up.
Girl, some I'm hearing like what, $10?
Gas is going back up. You know, the kids, we're at a red light and they're like, you know, two people on a horse, we're on a horse, and they're at the red light, and the kids are like, Mom, you know, it's horses. I'm like, yeah, well, expecting you kind of live in the country. You know what I mean? I said, but you might be one on one too. Gas prices keep reaching. You know?
Right.
We can't afford to live. It's like, no, can you take me down the street? You have $5 because that's how much it's gonna cost.
No, shoot, $5 ain't getting you nowhere.
Right. It's gonna get you to the stop
that's
sign.
In the neighborhood.
That'll get you in the neighborhood. You know, we're back at that.
But I want to go into, because since we kind of get into that motivation, inspiration, gratitude, now that you're humbling yourself, you realize, okay, forget the negative people. We don't clean up our space. Everything is good now.
Right.
Create the vision, and we're setting goals. And you know, and I actually wanted to put up some key points that I found that I thought was kind of interesting. It's just basically how you called SMART goals, and it spells out the initials SMART. S is specific. What do you want to accomplish? Meaningful. Why is the goal important to you? Actionable. What steps will you take to achieve it? Realistic. And then that's a good word, because is your ideal realistic?
Right.
Action-oriented verb, and as well as timely. By when do you want to achieve this goal? So not only you set the goal, what you want to accomplish, what steps you're going to take to make it. All right, now you got all that in stone. So when are you going to start it?
Right.
How long is it going to take you to achieve where you're trying to go with it? So realistic is setting, instead of saying, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire tomorrow. You need to set a 5-year time plan. Okay, in the next year, I want to increase my revenue by this much. By 5 years, I want to be here. I want to have a building. By 10 years, I want to have a whole team of staff. You know, so it's you got to have a realistic goal when it comes to just not, oh yeah, because you have to really, you can have so many things that you want to do, but you're all over the place. You don't know what you want to do, how you want to do it. You have to really set it in stone. What y'all feel about that, ladies? Miss Kai, what you think?
I mean, like with the setting realistic goals. So I think a lot of times, you know, people, okay, for instance, I want to lose weight, you know, well, I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 3 weeks. Is that realistic?
Right.
Some people can, I'm just saying in general, you know, be realistic, because I feel like when you do that, you're setting yourself up for just unwanted failure. Like, it's just like unnecessary failure. I'm sorry, not unwanted, unnecessary failure. Like, you be realistic. Maybe it should be 10 pounds. Maybe it should be 5.
And then what are you doing for that?
Right.
Right. You can say, I want to lose weight, but what are the steps? Like that goal setting. Are you walking around the neighborhood? Are you eating the right foods? Or are you doing one of the quick water diets where you lose the weight, but then you blow back up because you really didn't do it properly?
Right.
You know, it can be that. So what are your realistic goals? Are you going to naturally tone it down? Are you getting bypass surgery? What are you doing realistically that will help you lose that weight? And also your habits and things that you do. It's a lifestyle change.
Right.
It is. What you think about that, Miss Kiki?
About the health, or just realistic in general?
It's a goal setting and just
okay. See, for me, I can say for myself, I used to write a whole, and I'm saying this because I know people that probably still do it to this day, so this probably gonna bless somebody. I used to write a whole list of shit and be overwhelmed and mentally gone, because I'm thinking, okay, I got to get all this done in one day. And then I learned, you know what? Just list 3 to 5 things. Prioritize it to your maybe your relationships, like they saying your health, your career. Do you know the top main things you want to accomplish in your life? make it 3 to 5 things. Okay, if you write this down, okay, so how am I going to execute it? Like they're saying, what's your realistic goal? How you going to make it happen? If it's money, if you want to make so much a month, break that down week and day. What do I have to do to accomplish this goal and make it happen?
That's realistic, though. That's
real.
Yeah. So I had to realize, okay, that's what I need to do.
Right.
And then don't wait on a new year. I know we seen no new year, new me. Don't wait a new year. Maybe you need to do assessment every quarter.
Yep.
Assess yourself every quarter. Don't wait on new year.
That's a good tip, though, because you know what? Sometimes you do gotta rewind and it's like, okay, where I'm at, because quarterly goals, you know. So
right, like, and just like Mike said, celebrating your small obtainable goals.
Let me see, where's that at? Okay, yeah, right, I learned, and you said celebrate your small unattainable goals. I've learned that short-term obtainable goals are just as important as long-term. Absolutely,
right.
Yep.
You know,
so you start to feel better about what you're doing. You don't feel like Kielyn was saying, like you're a failure. You really you're not a failure. The thing about it, millionaires fail way to success. So
right.
Small.
And you're seeing your progress, because it's like you said, a weekly, where I want to be this week, where I want to be that week. And you see in your little percentage going up. It might not be a grand, but now if you do it quarterly, you rewind and reflect on where you was in that quarter, compared to the next quarter. Compared to the next quarter to the next, you put them together. It's like, okay, because what is going to happen is you're going to learn, because especially if you have a new business, people don't realize when you have a new business, you're not going to go in there making bukus of money. Some people take a loss in their first year.
Entrepreneurship, not for the week, baby.
So you got to take that mistake. What didn't go well? I didn't advertise properly. I didn't invest my time into it. People wasn't believing me. I wasn't even confident in my product.
Right.
What can I do to improve myself? So
you have to be real with yourself when you ask yourself that question.
If it ain't working out, then okay, you might need to readjust it. So that's where that quarterly come in. Okay, well, baby dolls wasn't working for me. But you know what? Everybody liked the doll shirts. You know, you know, so you gotta, like he said, celebrate your small accomplishments. And Nyght, Ryder, new year, new me is the most tired slogan ever. It is, if you don't really act on it, though. You can say it all day. New year, new me. And you go into the new year with the same stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
you're saying it over and over again. Right. You're just saying it because it's getting ready to be a new year.
New year, right? But your new year is whenever you want to make it your new year, because it's gonna be a new you. So it could be the next second, the next minute, the next hour. Your mindset, when your mindset shifts, like, okay, this is something I really want to do. Everything else, this is what I'm gonna do. That's your new year.
Right.
Absolutely. So we're gonna go ahead into the next one. I'm just loving this topics, ladies. So now we don't, clean our environment, practice some gratitude, humble ourselves. I fucked up last year, but this year was a better thing. I dropped all pushing them off because they wasn't good for me. Now I'm in a better space. I've created a vision and I set my goals. Now that you set your goals, what's next?
Action.
You gotta take action.
Action.
What do you, how do you want to make that happen? What are actually going to do? You can tell me all day what you're trying to do, but it's the action, it's the effort, it's the the sacrifice that you put into this business.
And that's the word, sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
It ain't no quick scheme like all this stuff is out here. It ain't that easy.
And you ain't trying. Either you're gonna do it or you're not.
Either you're gonna, and then because it's gonna get rocky. It's gonna get rough. But it's gonna be when you
can you weather through the storm.
Weather through the storm, and you're not giving up on it when it's not going so well. Not everybody's answering your phone calls. People are saying no, but it takes that one yes. That one person to say, you know what? I think I like it. You can't you can't give up. So what do you want to do and plan that action? How you gonna do it now? Now that you said what you're gonna do, is all on paper. Sounds good. But when do you gonna execute what you're doing?
Right.
What you think about that?
I'm all about action, first of all, because like we're talking about, we can be all talk. We talk about it, but it's no movement.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of times, you know, you may have to start off, you know, it's day by day, working your way up. Start small. Again, this goes back to what Mike said, the little things, you know, because those little things might be the most tedious things. Like it's just, you know, not that it's hard, but it could be tedious to the point where it may take, you know, instead of rushing, take little time. Because when you say, okay, instead of saying I'm going to write 5 chapters or whatever, why would you say I'm gonna write 5 chapters by the end of the day? You know, do half a chapter or whatever and get that done. You know, that's reasonable. Check it off. It's done. Next. You know what I mean? Start small.
Don't start small.
Like we put a lot on we kick our own selves in the foot. I'm sorry to say, everybody don't want to admit it, but the truth is the truth. And one day I hope it will set you free. Like seriously, because you know, we do it to ourselves, just like we like to blame. Well, they made me. Nobody made you do anything.
It's your life, baby.
You're allowing it. You know, the people pleasing too.
Your destiny.
Come on now.
Right. And we're allowing other people to tell us what we want. What do you feel in your heart? Take time to get to know yourself. You know what I mean? Get to know yourself and what you want for your life, instead of listening to everybody else telling you what they think you need to do. I'm talking about parents too. I don't care who it is. You know, what do you want for your life? Hey, if it's legal, you know, ain't no funny. I'm all for it, you know, and as long as you're happy doing it.
And that's, you said something there. You got to be happy.
Baby, telling you.
You're not even feeling it your own self.
True, child.
Because people can tell you all day, oh, girl, go over here and sell this. Girl, you're going to make a lot of money. But is that really what you want to do?
And right. How did that, baby, have you done it? Can you show me how to do it since you tell me
you go do it?
And I like what the therapist said. He said, your mindset is the blueprint.
Absolutely. Right.
Yes. That's why I listen to some motivational every morning. I do all that in the morning because, baby, you got to. Your people, child, listen.
And sometimes, like I tell people, you know, I'm a spiritual person. You know, I know everybody done whatever affirmations you believe in. You know, again, positivity, just go for it. You know what I mean? Put it out there. But you know, I like to say, you know, even though it could be, you know, like the nose, trying to get past that. A lot of times God's rejection is your protection. Period.
Girl, you better preach.
It might not be the place you should have been.
Right. Because it's too small.
It wasn't your time. It wasn't your time.
It's too small.
Come on now.
Right. It's too small. It's too small. You're trying to open the door to the breadcrumbs when the prize, that's why he's closing it. So
you have to, like I said earlier, when you're not confident in yourself. And Miss Kiki, what you got to say on that? I know, see you over there praising.
Girl, I'm about to shout because she know, like, I'm all for that. And you know what? To be honest, it took me a minute once I started really growing my mindset and tuning in and, you know, meditating and listening to affirmations and just motivational stuff every morning to get my mind right. I realized sometimes I self-sabotage myself. Because
we can be our worst enemy.
We can. We can. And I used to plan a lot of stuff and not do it. Like I said, when I had the list, I used to not do it because I felt overwhelmed. But now I got where I planned the night before, so I already know what I'm doing the next day. So that way it's already done pretty much in my head. I already know what I got to do so that I don't feel overwhelmed. But yeah, you got to take action.
And I like what Mike Sports said, faith by itself, if it's not accompanied by action, it's dead.
It's dead.
It is. It is. It is.
And that's why people don't want to believe in you. It's like, oh, okay. That's what you want to do now?
Because you keep talking. What you showing the people? Stop talking. How you gonna do it?
And
Stay
if you
quiet.
need
Sometimes
help,
you need to stay quiet and just let the shit happen.
right?
Too much.
And if you need help, ask for help.
Know what you got going on.
Going on, right? So when you stay silent, baby, they don't know, and that's a good one, Kai. What you just
If you
say?
need help, ask for help.
People don't
You
ask
know,
for help.
it's like why? If you need help, ask for help. Ask for help. Ask for help.
Know who you can go to for help, because you can ask, but some people say, "I'm gonna help you," but they really ain't gonna help you.
Oh yeah.
And people again goes back to being able to be honest with you and tell you the truth. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. This is, oh my goodness, we're just getting into some good stuff. But you know, so now we, you know, got our stuff together. Now we're taking that action. We being for real about it. Now you get to enjoy life. You got, you know, the fruits of your labor. Now you get to spend time doing what you absolutely deserve it. You worked hard. You know, I don't care what nobody say. Oh, you want another vacation? Oh, you think you better than somebody? Oh,
yeah.
Yes, absolutely, ma'am.
Thank you. Respectfully, and I don't care. I'm here again and again. Where you at?
Spend time doing what you absolutely love. That's why I put that picture up.
Yes.
You know,
you have to live life. You only get one. So
absolutely live it to the fullest, y'all. Just do whatever it is. I don't care if you just like him. He want to play his music on the corner, you know, but he's enjoying himself.
Right.
That's how you're supposed to live your life. Not you can work hard, but sometimes you got to get a chance, because that goes into that mental. You have to, like she said, I had too many things on my plate. I was overwhelmed. We can overwhelm ourselves to where you can become sick if you're not taking care of it. You taking care of everybody, all these bills, everybody calling you up for something. And thing about that is, you don't owe anybody an explanation as to why I am not going to do it.
And no is a reasonable explanation. No is it.
Right. And stop worrying about what other people have to say. Like, who cares? You know, that's a big thing. Who cares? Like, do you? Because again, misery loves company. If someone is out there judging you and talking down on you and just giving you that negative vibe, they have something going on. So
they're not your tribe.
It's not even about you. They have something going on.
And Nyght Ryder
said, and guess what? Somebody don't got a problem with them too, and don't like them either, and judging them too. And it goes on and goes on and goes on. That's just how life is set up.
And I like what Nyght Ryder said. A wise man told me an empty wagon make a lot of noise.
Yep. Ooh, now wait a minute, that's true. Now that I think about it, because it do make, but when it got stuff in it, you don't hear nothing out of it.
Right. It's too full. It's too full.
And Matt Mike said, Joe Osteen has been a great influence. I didn't receive a lot of positive affirmations growing up. He helps me stay in a world of I can.
I can. You know what? That's a good one.
One thing about it, because I'm about to, and I'm gonna let you finish it. It's also not only New Year, New Me. It's how you humble yourself. You're positive now. You're speaking things into existence. So instead of, I don't know if I can do it. No, I can. I will. You got to speak that. You got to change your terminologies now. And, you know, don't speak. When you speak negative, you're going to get negative.
Yeah, right. The universe, it feels energy. You know, it doesn't know right, wrong, or whatever. It's you're putting in. It's like when we go anywhere else and put in our order. I want this. I want this. I want this. You know, it's the same thing. You putting out what you want. You giving that order. So when, you know, you can't get mad at the universe. You can't get mad because that's what you attracted. You are what you attract. Period.
I had to tell a lady that today because she kept saying, I'm broke. I can't go on vacation. I said, baby,
don't stay broke.
Said, don't say that no more around me.
Broke because you spoke into existence.
Yeah, I said, you're saying what you want the universe to give you. And then she looking at me like I'm crazy. I said, yeah, I'm saying it. You saying what you want to have, which is you want to stay broke.
Right.
Said, don't say that around me, baby, because I'm wealthy. I don't want to be rich. I want the loan money. Give me wealth. So I don't. And she said, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna have to start rephrasing it. I said, yeah, work on that. I said, once you do that, you will realize it'll start coming to you. I said, well, don't be saying broke. You're gonna stay broke.
Yep.
That part. You know, and that's what I'm saying. Like, is you got to speak it. You got to talk positive. And it's like, because I have, of course, I'm suffering from anxiety, depression, and all that. I'm actually getting ready to go get evaluated to get properly diagnosed. So I have my ups. Tell you, ladies, I was last year, you know, me and Kai, like, I fell off the face of the map for a while, but I knew I needed that time because I knew I wasn't myself. Man, Mike can tell you, I went off the rail. I didn't know who I was. Like you said, overwhelming yourself, that I was overstimulating. I wasn't sleeping. I was delusional. Panic attacks. I was angry. I was just all kinds of emotions, and I'm trying to do everything at the same time. At the same, you know, when you like this and antsy, and you can't sit down, you really don't have a good train of thought. You really don't. You don't have it all together. And you're trying to think of all these ideas. I got to be here. I got to be there, and I crashed.
Yep.
I said, sit your ass down. Pull it back. Forget all that you got going on. Because I went through a deep depression. I was in the bed where I didn't want to wake up.
Thank God that you came out of it.
Right.
You realized it.
I got that positive. It took a while. I had to actually go through therapy. I'm taking therapy now. But I realized, you know what? Because it was when I called the helpline and said, I feel like I'm a danger to myself. When I felt that, I knew something, that me self-coping and everything else, it's good, but it's nothing wrong with some professional guidance too. You know, we can help ourselves sometime, but it's such a taboo for mental health and getting the help that you need.
Right.
But a lot of people didn't, because like people see me like this and you're just always in a good mood. Absolutely not. I have a nonverbal autistic child with seizures. I have another daughter that has mood depression disorder. I'm dealing with my own issues too. And I got to still be strong because everybody else is calling me about their problems and everything. Who do I have to fall on when it comes to my well-being? So I had to get selfish and was like, you know what? I'm not right. Forget everything that's going on. I need to get me back because it's laying in the bed, not getting up and doing anything. I was almost giving up on my dream, what I built. That's how that beast of depression, that's how it does you. But it was a little voice in my head that said, don't give up. And it was the little people that, Kai, you know, she sent me a message. I didn't respond. I looked at it, but I took it.
It was long too. I said it was really
a
long
message. She was like, she felt, because you can feel people's energies.
Yeah, I felt her energy. I felt it. I was like, something's off.
And then you know she's a real friend. She's not one of them Ray Rays and Pookie them that's gonna tell you you'll be all right. Ain't nothing wrong with you.
Oh my
God. If you know you need help, man, talk to somebody.
Mental health.
Yes. It's serious.
It is, because like I was telling Maggie when I start, so you know, y'all know, big sports fan, big Falcons, you know, that's my look, ride or die.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if they lost, I'm mad.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me. You know what's up, you know, type deal. Like my life depended on them or whatever. But at the time, so a few years ago, you know, when I fell really hard, you know, grandmother had passed away and everything. And, you know, that was my person. So, you know, you don't know how to cope anymore. And so I started watching Mike, because I was like, oh, I'm finding other fans that I can relate to, that I enjoy, you know what I mean? And that's all I had. All I had to cope, to live every day, you know, was just going on YouTube, watching content, Falcons content, living it. Like, that's all I had. I didn't want to talk about my life or anything. You know what I mean? And
take your time.
Take your time.
You about to bless somebody.
Mm-hmm. That's a real moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real moment.
Because people out here struggling and have no one.
So
that's why we do what we do at Atlanta Falcons Nation, Mad Mike Sports. It's a lot of people have told us, it's like, I know it's just sports and content, but you make me laugh. You make my day better.
That's what I had. That's what I had. You know, and my husband was like, dang, that's all you're doing. You're just watching. We don't talk. I'm like, I couldn't process that. You know, I could not process that. And at the same time, I was still in my didn't want to admit, you know, I didn't want to admit anything. All I needed was just wake up, turn on YouTube, go to work, still watching YouTube, still watching anything related to, that's all I had, you know. And then, you know, like I said, once I realized that I needed help, you know, that's, you know, of course things changed. I started to realize I was pushing away people that really were in my corner, that had my back. Those were the ones that were catching it, you know, the worst.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know, I just had to realize that, you know what, I've been out here trying to people please, trying to put up a front, trying to look like I'm okay. You know, I can't do anything but eat, come home, be in bed, and look at Falcons content. Like that was my life. You know what I mean? I couldn't deal with what I needed to deal with, you know, in my home. But at the same time, I don't regret it because, you know, and I'm gonna say this, you know, those thoughts came of not wanting to live.
Yep.
And so I'm glad I did find something that I could hold on to. If it was watching Mike, if it was watching Jew, if it was watching Maggie, if it was watching them, that was something I had to just hold on to.
What you got on that, Kiki? Miss Kiki.
Oh, man, honey, I'm just it's just
real
deep.
moment.
It's real, and
but we have to talk about this.
Yeah,
this is why we don't like to talk about it, because it's sad and we don't want to face certain things.
You know, we as a community, I'm gonna say we Black people don't like to get the help because we think from what we told family. And family gonna tell you know, you already ain't nothing wrong with you. You don't need, you're going to get help. Well, why you want to do that? Like, it's something wrong with going to see about your health. We go see about everything else, but this is the main thing we don't go see about, which is our mind and our mental health. I'm telling you,
if you don't have your mental health,
what do you have?
I don't have nothing. And I don't understand why people don't think that's important and don't want to talk. Because if you lose your mind, do you know the brain you know, is the master of things, you know, functioning right. And if your mind is right, you can get what? A heart attack? So how isn't that important?
You can make yourself sick worrying and eating the wrong things and not sleeping. You can really kill yourself that way.
Yes. And don't think it has to be overboard or you going out wanting to kill somebody or something like that. I'm just saying that, not to say nobody, but people think mental health is, oh my God, I have to be like psychotic, absolutely crazy. But it starts off small. Certain stuff you might not even realize, oh, that's playing on my mental. And then it gets like overwhelmed and realize, okay, something really is wrong. But it starts out small. You need to make notes of those small things because you really may need to go talk to somebody. And it's okay to do that.
Absolutely. You know, I'm loving this topic. And I just want to see some of the comments. I said, Ryder said, I live by this one saying: if I can make one person laugh a day, I'm happy. I love passing around the positive. When you're positive, because you know what? I don't know. It's a couple of people I be chatting with. I be talking to Mike and everything while I'm on the phone. I got a couple of friends that I talk to while I'm at work. The customers was like, you just got a energy about yourself. Like I get up, I might be having a horrible day, but I regroup. I get it together now because that's before I was, crazy, but I finally got it together and I was like, no, my mindset needs to be different when I wake up in the morning. That's why if anybody's following Champaign Confessions, I'm doing the daily affirmations. Of course, it ain't been daily now. Don't do it.
It's okay. It's okay.
You're getting affirmation. We're gonna work on it.
Yeah, you helping people. We gonna work that out, y'all. Don't worry. But you get what she going.
But you got to start your day off with a positive, inspirational word, like Joel Ornstein. Man, I listen to his podcast, and it just gets me up and ready to go.
Yep.
And I get on the phone. Hello, welcome. And it's like you're in a great mood.
Yeah.
And people don't realize positive behavior, positive makes positive people.
Right.
So you can just be like, you know what? I thought your hair was beautiful. Oh, you look gorgeous today. And it was like, you know what? I was having a terrible day. I appreciate you for telling me that. That made my whole entire day.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to feed yourself. You fed yourself that in your first moments of, time, I would say, in the morning. That's why, think about it. You have to give yourself, when you wake up in the morning, allow yourself time to meditate, do what you have to do, put on your armor for the day so you can protect yourself, protect your energy from the craziness that's out here in the world. You know what I mean? And, just spread that. Smile at somebody. I don't know if you're in a drive-through and you can afford, ask them, hey, how much is their meal, the car behind me? Oh, $8. Something you can afford, I guess. If it's 100, then thank you, but $8, go ahead and pay for the meal.
Yeah. And let me tell you what I've started doing was not only with the affirmations and everything like Kai is saying, but I have to, when I do all that, I say, okay, how do you feel today? Like yesterday is gone, tomorrow's not promised, but you have today. So how do you feel, Kiki? Personally, mentally, what do you feel like you need to work on? So that's a good one.
And
I just started doing that.
One thing, I actually had my therapy session last night. And what she told me, she was like, you got a lot going on, ma'am. What you need to do is take, even if it's just 5 minutes out your day, what you need to do, get in a quiet place, close your door, close your eyes, and breathe. Just breathe. Just take a breath for 5 minutes.
And look, allow Maggie, and don't allow anybody to call you with their foolishness in the first moments of your morning when you're trying to get yourself together. That's another thing. If you need to talk to me, okay, let me get myself, get it together, get my energy, because energy is transferable. Because your stuff, when I talk to you, your stuff gonna come on to me, and I gotta make sure I'm good over here. Don't call me the first few of the morning with me, and not when I'm about to go to sleep.
And hell, for me, not during the day, because I don't want to hear it.
But during,
I don't mind listening.
But if it's something you need to talk, be considerate of me at least. If you really need to talk to me, just be considerate. Don't call my phone early with the, I don't want to say nonsense, but
that messes up because you take on that
person's right.
So I don't want to wake up to that. I don't want to go to bed with that. If we need to talk, I'm gonna do it during those days and during that time of day, and go on. But just be respectful, of that.
Michael, because we have our banners up, it doesn't show our name, so I can put it back.
Oh, yeah.
Miss Kai, Miss Kiki, Miss Maggie T, and thank you for watching and tuning in.
Yes, thank you.
I wish our names could highlight there, but when we have comments up and everything,
it won't.
So we appreciate you just tuning in.
Yes.
Nyght, Ryder, see you gonna make me pay for somebody's Whopper. Oh, y'all with the shenanigans already. First episode in. Seriously, people. Hello, look at a couple of new faces. Y'all coming in at the tail end. If you didn't catch the beginning of it, rewind it back. It's some good. Just the start of this episode. This is what you are going to be expecting in the near future. Hopefully, we'll have Miss Mo. You know, add her 2 cents to some things, because I know she probably got some good things to talk about as well, because we're all going through life. We're all dealing with just knowing that you're not alone. It's okay. Like Kai said, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to say you're not all right. And like Kiki said, don't start your day. Don't call me with all that mess. I'm on a whole nother neighborhood on you, sweetie. You on this cloud, I'm on that cloud. So you can say I'm right here on the high, and I'm feeling good about myself. You're not gonna crash that down.
Right.
Traditions, please.
Thank you.
If you're new to the channels, look at the banner at the bottom. We're gonna go ahead and get, you know, everybody know where you can find the ladies and everything, since y'all asking who we are, because I know it's the first time for a lot of people.
Hey, Broken Traditions.
Yes. Hello. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for watching.
So much positive energy. That's what we're all about.
And thank you, Mike and Nyght, Ryder, guys, for supporting us.
Love it. The fact that the men are chiming in, I am definitely loving this, baby.
And my thing is, I'm glad you said that. We're gonna wrap this up, but a lot of people think that men don't go through nothing.
And that's a whole nother show.
You know, so
you know what? Speaking of that, Maggie, Scrappy, it may have been. It's been over a year now. He put a post. He was going through it really heavy. Yeah, you know, everybody know Lil Scrappy, the rapper, whatever. And he was going through, and he put a post on his Twitter like, men are taught to don't cry, be strong, and do all that. And you know, you think they're not going through anything. Men, I think that message needs to be altered,
reevaluated, or something.
That's not true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're human beings. They go through stuff. If not, they feel like most of the weight is put on them as men. You know what I mean? They're supposed to, again, like they say, it's supposed to be the providers, supposed to be the strong ones and protect their wives or girlfriends or sisters or whoever, their families, the kids. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, who protecting them? Who taking care of them like that?
Right.
Weakness. Oh, you weak because you got emotions. You
or you weak because you want to go home to your significant other instead of hanging out all night, baby.
Because you got your priorities together. You know?
Right. Because you're a grown-up. You're an adult.
You're a man.
So, well, I guess I'm weak. I guess I'm weak. I'll be that.
But on that note, ladies, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
Yeah, because we can talk all night.
Oh, it's been so fun, y'all.
I love it. I enjoy it. We're going to be here each and every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're, you know, wherever you're watching right now in the world, please share this content out. Let everybody know that this is a positive place to be, because you're going to get something out of this. It can be some shenanigans we can talk about in that trending topic, but we're going to bring it back and make sure you get a message out of that shenanigan. You know, we ain't just going to be cutting up and drinking our wine, though. We'll go ahead and get our wine glass and close.
But I'm gonna have it. You can drink whatever you want to drink, but I'm gonna have my wine.
It might be water next week. Who knows? It might be tea. It does not.
That'll be for you. Don't speak to me.
Matter. Okay.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, and we're gonna let you know how to find everybody. And I know you got a couple of things for you, Miss Kai. Follow Miss Kai. Go ahead and let everybody know how to follow you.
You can follow me at My Mental Space on platforms, IG, My Mental Space 21, Twitter at My Mental Space 21, Facebook, My Mental Space Incorporated, and YouTube, My Mental Space Incorporated. Cash App is down below at My Mental cat $ My Mental Space. And thank you so much for you all support again. I love y'all. My guys, y'all have been like extended family to me. And I appreciate you. I appreciate the love, and the positivity and the feedback and the interaction. I love it. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. And what about that coaching?
You're coaching, girl.
Go ahead, girl.
Oh, yes. So I do have I was inspired to go ahead and get my certificate in mental health coaching, because that allows me
to talk to you about that, because I've been wanting to be a I'm a mental health advocate, but I want to, get official into really mentoring and doing that.
Right. And I think, I think you'll be good at that too. So yeah, we'll talk more about that. But yeah, I was inspired to do so, once I went through, what I had to go through and, getting myself together. I just felt like I was called, to do that. Reasons why I went through the things I went through in life is to help others, that are facing, some challenges in life. So if you want more information on that, want to link up, talk more about that, email is right there below at mymentalspace21@gmail.com.
You got an event coming up.
Oh, yes. So, as you see right there, I myself, along with a few others, will be hosting a cannabis. And notice the name is not cannabis, it's cannabis. It's because it's more to the cannabis than just smoking and eating edibles. It's about education, teaching how to, just cloning plants, and it's more on a sophisticated level. It's not any street stuff or anything like that. But we'll have infused food, drinks, like I said, education, edibles, anything from cooking oils and dressings, things like that, speakers. You will be able to test out 10 different flowers, smell different flowers and things like that. But again, for more detailed information, just email. The email is right there. This is actually my personal email at ktomas_01@outlook. So we're having one in Atlanta. I am in the Atlanta area as well, on the 28th. But we are having other events. And like I said, no, it's a private event in other cities as well. So again, for more information, just hit me up at that email and I'll, answer any questions.
Well, let's talk about this.
Looking forward to
it. Right next to her. Tell us a little bit about what is Beutifully Fit and how everybody can find you.
Okay, Beutifully Fit. If you can see it, it's not technically, the typical word beautiful. So it's Beutifully Fit. So be yourself, right? And be fit. So it's more health, wellness, beauty, your inner and your outer, because you got to work on the inside, like we talked about, and the outside. But most people focus on the outside. You definitely got to focus on the inner. So you can follow me at Beutifully Fit on IG. On Twitter, it's at Tequila McKeever, because that's really my name. I go by Kiki, but that's a little. You'll find out more as we get into these podcasts. You'll understand why I'm Miss Kiki. Facebook is Beutifully Fit, and YouTube is my name, Tequila McKeever, and I have in parentheses Black Dress, because I have 2 accounts. I got to get rid of the other one. Currently working on that. So yes, I did put in parentheses Black Dress.
On that black dress.
Hello. You got a song for everything. Yeah, you gonna get me in trouble.
You talk about you meeting the Kiki. Y'all ain't met the Maggie. So
hello. I'm telling y'all, we gonna be some. Don't let this one show fool you. A cash app. You see $ Tequila DM1.
No, Mike done already heard us in the back office. He already know a little bit of what goes down.
Baby. That's all I can say. Keep tuning in and keep sharing. Because it's about to get serious. This is just episode 1. Hello.
Maggie, you've been hanging around me too long. What you talking about? What you talking about? Look, it's a Kiki. Do you love me? When I heard Kiki, I was like, yep, that's the song. I ain't no fancy hashtags because it's on the other link. I gotta add mine, but y'all know who I am. Miss Maggie T. Find me everywhere. Miss MS Maggie T. Or you can find me at Maggie T Productions on Facebook. Of course, Champaign Confessions. You know, this is our baby. This is our, we're excited about this. We're gonna have Mo join us. If you get to meet another person that's gonna come in and bring the attitude, the love. You're gonna get so much joy from this show, and you're gonna take something from it. And that was my goal, my purpose for this. And I'm glad that we, because I'm all about inspiring us as a community. We gotta stick together. We're better together than apart.
Right.
If you think like that, you'll go somewhere. All right.
You'll go far.
That's right. The wine over there kicking in. Yeah. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
On that note, we're gonna go ahead and take our last sip, ladies.
Okay, come on.
Yeah, I don't have butter sip.
Wait. We need to make a toast. People in the chat, boys in the chat, men in the chat.
Ladies, it is in the ladies.
They all men. No ladies right now. We're gonna get it together, y'all.
Okay, well, it's all right. Whoever out there,
they'll watch it back. They'll be on here commenting. Leave a comment if you're watching it after the fact, ladies.
Yes.
Let us know where you're watching it from, as well as that you're watching and you're liking it, because we love it. We're gonna go ahead and tip to a new year, a new us, a new podcast.
Right. Cheers to Champaign Confessions.
Absolutely.
Cheers to the new year.
Get ready.
Ready?
All right.
Down.
All right, ladies.
All right. Cheers.
Beer in the air. Go ahead. Get your beer in the air. Whatever you drink. If you're drinking Kool-Aid, I don't care what you're drinking. Just bring your glass up and enjoy life and live life to the fullest, people. On that note, ATL Southside, Falcons fans, whatever you are.
Falcons fans.
From Atlanta Falcons Nation, Matt Mike Sport. My mental space. We're gonna get her channel on here too for the next time. But to the next time, people. Cheers. And we're out.
We're out.
Open it. Let's go.